Hello everybody, this is Havin and we are back for episode 2 of Kerbal Space Program. Last episode we dipped our toes into the font of space. We saw just what lies above the atmosphere, but today we will not settle for so little. Today we will make the space. We will not peer at it through a microscope. We will not wonder about the greater mysteries. We will not borrow a cup of space from neighbor. We ourselves will go into space and do the thing for the reasons that guy said. Anyway, awkwardly forgot the next sentence. Theme song will have to suffice.
Yeah, this is Havin show. Let's play.
Okay, we did upgrade our launch pad so we can launch heavier ships now, but we need some parts to actually launch better into space. We have a little bit of science, we gained 37 points, and we can upgrade any of these things that we like. In fact, if we get the cheaper ones, I think we can do both of them. We could do both of these, or we could do this one and this one, or we could do, just one of them. This one gives us different engine. That's the gimbaled engine, and a bigger solid fuel booster. This one gives us radial decouplers, which are nice, and the nose cones, which I think are still useless. Unless you have mod that gives you air drag model. Little engine for in-fuel spacefight, that is a nice thing. Landing legs for landing, but we're not going to land anytime soon. And the radial mount parachute. Let's go for I want these radial decouplers and I want this engine and these solid fuel boosters. But I cannot have both. I can have one or other. I'm 0.3 points short. So we will go ahead and we'll go with the big solid fuel booster. Because that will get us into space for right now. And since we have 15 points... I don't want any of that stuff right now. We'll think about that later. Let's look at the contracts now that we have to do. Orbit contract is definitely on the table. We want that one. We want to try to orbit today. No, we will go into orbit today. There is no try in space travel. There is just do it or stay home because weather is bad. This is how professional space program runs. Separatron orbit. We're going into orbit anyway. We could bring a Separatron with us and make that pretty easy. What I'm really looking at, money is good. If I have lots of mods, I want lots of money, but I don't know that I want lots of money. I want lots of science so I can get more parts, so I can build better spacecraft. Mark 16 parachute and flight. That might be interesting. I can only have 2 contracts. Oh, this is the big solid fuel booster I just purchased. Is it, it's landed at Kerbin. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one because this is closer to what we're going to do anyway. We're going to use that big solid fuel booster from landed position to launch into space. So we'll pick that when we're doing it anyway. We have to upgrade the space center. I want lots more contract. A lot of time it makes for some pretty interesting missions. So, let's see. We got orbit, which gives us 30 science. That is good. And then 6 science there. So, let's build a rocket capable of doing this thing that we have promised our contract agency to do. Alright, so we got to start with our command pod. Always start with command pod, and while we're at it, let's put a parachute on it so we don't forget. Because a lot of times, I'm going to be honest, I forget to put parachute, and then it is like, oh, do I have enough fuel to keep my Kerbals from dying? And it matters now because they're gaining experience points. I wish I had 3-man pod because I would like all the things, not just the pilot. Maybe we'll fly this one without pilot, see what that looks like. We'll use our scientists because they will give us a benefit, I think, in doing science things. So we need well, we want to do that thing again with the decoupler in case we get down. We don't have enough fuel. We did not have enough fuel last time to land soft. I think it was angle of terrain more than anything, but we will cease blaming other people for our problems. So do this again, get a couple of this. Let us build a ridiculous rocket. How about that? A rocket that probably is going to be too much solid fuel. I don't need gimbaling in space. So I want this one. This one is more thrust, less gimbal. Move that up a little bit. Actually, move that up a little bit. Alright, so now we're just going to cram a whole bunch of solid rocket boosters on the bottom of this thing and get ourselves into space. Hopefully it is not too much power. In fact, do I have any way to control it? Okay, I think we're going to need pilot. Because I'm thinking if I strap all of these things, because I'm going to just load this thing straight up. Just like this. This is all I'm going to do. Just send this thing to space, Havin. Okay. Oh, thank to user for giving me tip about how heavy the rocket is. So now I know it is 60.8 tons. This will get us to space. This will probably orbit us, I think. Well, if it is not too heavy from its own weight. But we're going to give it a shot. This is all we need. We'll call this accident waiting to happen. The auth. No one will ever know what that is. We'll call it the Mark 1 because I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to die. And we'll have to reverberate this. So, let's save that to design. Let's set up our staging. Want to make sure these are all started in bottom. Then we touch that. We activate this engine. And once again, we will put the parachute before this in case we don't have to, in case we have enough fuel to land. If I bought those landing legs, I bet you that maybe I could land a little bit better. But I don't know if those are long enough to extend past this engine. Hey, who the heck cares? Save it and launch this rocket. And it is going to put Jeb in there automatically. You can pick who you want in the screen, but and I said I didn't want pilots because I want to earn other experience points. But I need the pilot because this is going to, without gimbling, without aerodynamic parts, the slightest bit of vibration, movement, it could get very bad very fast. So countdown 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, what are we doing first? Let's outline the mission. We have to achieve orbit, and we have to test the rocket booster. This is going to be crazy easy. Alright, so auth Mark 1, you are cleared for land off. 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking now I should have eliminated their thrust because they are expending full thrust right now. Maybe it's not bad in vanilla game because there is no real aerodynamic model to speak of. I mean, there is, you know, atmosphere is ball, there is frictional drag, and yeah, these are going to overheat. Okay, these are going to overheat and explode before me, because I know, I think. Oh no, they're slowing down, okay. That is danger of not using some kind of structural pipe between these two. These are not getting me anywhere near as high as I thought that they would get me. I don't know that we're going to make orbit. Yeah, maybe we will. Let's start our big gravity turn. Oh, we did not have enough centripetal force. Okay, and we are on fire. Alright. Get rid of that nonsense. Let's try and channel some of this force in the proper direction. How are we doing map-wise? Okay, we have almost enough height. So that is good. We will make orbit. Alright, we'll kill it there, because our engine is more efficient, fuel efficient in high atmosphere or no atmosphere. So as long as we have enough strength to get up here, we'll make orbit, no problem. Alright, that is good news. So this craft will earn us already science, because we completed one road, we got 6 science and $300. Just to go into, just to test the rocket booster, that cost us like $1,000. Alright, and then... But we were using them anyway, so it is bonus. We will not tell contractor that we were going to use those boosters anyway, that we bought them from science specifically to use them today. Alright, we're very near close to no atmosphere, so we're going to point at the horizon and weight to mass ratio. I should have left probably one less fuel tank on here. It would have made for more efficient rockets. And then we would get to orbit much faster. Everybody thinks, you know, you need a big rocket to make lots of space. A really small rocket is much better for making the space a lot of the time. Because if I had get rid of one fuel tank, I probably would have gotten another 1,000 meters before... Oh, I got to start the engine up. I was busy talking. Because I want to, yeah. So look at how easily we are gaining speed because we are small, and if we were smaller than this we would gain acceleration faster. We would run out of fuel faster, but you would be surprised how much better we would make the space. I forget what the reward is for orbit. As we're getting kind of high, I don't want to spend all my fuel going up, I want to spend all my fuel going over. So we'll get a little bit closer to apoapsis. Oh, it does not tell me how long up to apoapsis. That must be to upgrade the, whatchamacallit, the flight center. So that is a little bit annoying. But as we get closer to Tesla, we want to make sure that we don't run out of fuel, because we need to deorbit as well. Alright, and we are in orbit, folks. Because apoapsis is above 70% on both sides. And that is space. Look at this, we are in space. Let's get this guy out of sight. Cannot disembark. Oh, okay, we got to upgrade astronaut complex before we can let him out of the spaceship. Oh, poor Jebediah Carbon. You can see the space through your tiny window. That is as close as you'll ever get to space. Until we upgrade facilities on ground that can monitor your extra vehicular actions. Activity center, that is it. So this is it, folks. This is what you've been waiting for. Orbit. It is as dramatic as it was so many years ago for whatever species it is you are. Alright, so we need to get back. We need to get back to Carbon. No use dilly-dallying. Let's just go right now. Let's see if we can land at Kerbal Space Center. That would be fun, alright? If we could land back where we start, and then show that our hometown heroes that we are in fact capable of spaceflight when they all laughed at us and said, Havin, you are stupid, you cannot go to space in video game, that is impossible, nobody can do that. If the gods of video gaming had intended for you to go to space, they would have invented Mass Effect. I don't know if any of this is registering. Alright, so we are now pointed prograde again. That is the thing about planet. It spins, you stay still, it makes it seem like you are spinning. And I'm overshooting this, you know, stop power. Maybe it is pilot. Maybe he has heavy hand and heavy heart. I think I just started deceleration a little bit early. We'll see what that looks like as we get closer to it. Time warp. Until we hit atmosphere, there is atmosphere, okay. So let's just time warp again all the way up to 4 times, and we disabled that annoying warning. Let's point ourselves prograde, so that when we hit atmosphere, we will hit it with our parachute, which will help keep it, you know, strong, because it is like when blacksmith makes sword, right? He puts it in the fire and he hits it with a hammer. We do not have a hammer to hit parachute with, but we will have very soon plenty of fire. Alright. Look at all the desert. It does not look like it is making a whole bunch of tile lines at all. That is all your imagination. That is space madness. Alright, we are sinking deeper into the atmosphere. Pretty soon we will see our home continent pop up. Oh, there's the moon. We will go to you soon, very soon, moon. We will land on your face and dig, you know, from your face all the things that we need to study you. I wonder why that is that we study the moon's face. Like, if you were to study a person, you know, you would not land on their head, probably. Wait a second, I have just made an amazing discovery. Head lice are insect astronauts. To them we are the moon. And they land on our head and they dig things out of it. And they bring it back home for study. And they become heroes. You know, and then we kill them with poison shampoo. You think the moon will kill us with poison shampoo? Do you think that is a possibility? I'm turning SAS off so that this thing will flip back whatever way it wants to flip. Why control your descent when you can go into a wild spin? Look at this. Look at the majesty. He's probably getting very sick in there, Jebediah. He doesn't care. He's like, alright, I went to space. You wouldn't let me out because I do not have spacesuit. I just have this the plastic bag I put over my head, but whatever, it is all the same. Plastic bag, spacesuit. What do I know? I am just astronaut, trained scientist to go into space. You know, expert pilot. Alright, let's go ahead and deploy parachute. I think we'll do much better landing on water. Last time I wanted to land on land for some reason, but I've forgotten hard fact. That land is hard. Harder than water. Water's pretty hard. I don't know if you've landed on it like I have sometimes. but land is much harder. Perhaps I'm confused because I was drinking drink at time with ice in it, and ice is hard in the water, but there is no ice on Carbon, except in polar ice caps, but it is only ice land. So that is not frozen water, that is frozen land. So down we go. We have completed all of our mission. This one tells us that we completed the last one. We get almost 59,000 dollar bills. What did I say they were called? 30 science points and some reputation. Why am I not using time warp? You are bored watching me slowly descend into the Carbon. Shoot deploy. We are still pretty heavy, so we are falling pretty fast. But that works for us right now. Look at the moon taunting us. It is daytime and it is out, watching us with power descent. Watching us with dissension as we descend. You got to be careful with this power descent, because if you start accelerating again, your parachute disappears, and then you all die. Yeah, like that. Like that, it just disappeared because I started going up, and hopefully this will be softer than... It is not softer than we wanted. We're just leaving our trash out in the ocean. Oh, look at it, it's still going. Did I leave the engine on? Oh, I left the engine on. Goodbye, engine. Swim away. Swim away like the coward that you are. Stupid engine. You will be back. They always come back when you realize you need command pod to steer. Oh, he slowed down. He stopped. Yes, he knows what side of his bread that is buttered upon. Well, I am not hearing it. We're getting the heck out of here. You were on your own, engine. You wanted to go your own way. Enjoy the rest of your life. Slowly drowning, sinking to bottom of the sea to become coral reef. Alright, so we got a little bit of science for recovery of vessel from orbit. We got a whole bunch of money from parts. Would have got more money if engine had not run away. Jebediah Kerman gained that XP. Oh, he advanced to another level. Let's see what that looks like. He can now... I think we already had all of this. How do I spend experience points? Is that how it works? No, that is not how it works. I don't know what the benefits I gained. He's level 1. He provides assistance. We will look at the wiki page later on. We will tell you about this next episode. Alright, so we have done pretty good. Let's spend all the rewards we have just got. Let's go to Activity Center. Okay, back in the space station here. Oh, what can we spend? We have 63 science points. We wanted the radial decoupler. We could spend that now, but we could also spend maybe more on these other things. Oh, struts. Struts are very important. Space tape is what they are called. Launch stability, those are important too. Radial engines, big fuel tank. We could wait on that a little bit. So what is more important? Radial decoupler or general construction? Can we get both? Well, we can just barely get enough or get both. So research that. And then we want struts and all this other. What is this one that pops up? Well, we could start doing probes. And that would be good too. It will be a lot cheaper to send probe to space. But then we need power. We need magnavotic barrels, whatever they call them. So let's go with this one first, and then we'll do some more manned missions. Because next stop is going to be extraplanetary. Well, probably not yet. Well, maybe we have enough technology to get there. This is just a matter of cost and making small enough rocket. One thing I do want to do is I want to... I did not do it right. I want to make this bigger because I want to take on more missions. I can take 7 contracts on that time. And tracking... Oh, flight planning. I want that too. Is it... This is probably nodes right there, maybe. I don't know. We will learn as we go. We will upgrade that one. What about this tracking station? I did not like that I could not see where my apoapsis is because I have nowhere near enough money to tell. If I upgrade it, it says patched conics visible in map. I don't know what that means. Patched conics. We'll figure it out together, maybe. Alright, so we have gone on for quite a while. For one mission, that is the problem with this game, it sucks your time away. And I don't want to start another one and have hour-long episode because well, it takes a lot of your life away that I don't want to take. But what we do want to do is start talking about what we're going to do in next episode by looking at our missions. So we have explored the moon. We've explored the moon, and that is definitely a possibility. But I will save this for next episode. I've wasted enough of your life. What have we done today in KSP Havin? Well, we fulfilled all of our promises. We made the space today. Well, we didn't fulfill all promises because we did not land anywhere near Kerbal Space Program Center like we wanted. But I'm happy with that. We'll do better next time. Thank you all for watching. I will be back. That is a promise for me to you. Do I say that at the end of every episode or just every one I remember at this moment? You will tell me later. Bye-bye.